Hello! Today I want to talk about something very close to my heart. It's a beautiful idea from the book The Art of Letting Go. What does this truly mean, this art of letting go? It's not about forgetting the past, not at all. Instead, it is about releasing the pain that the past might hold. It's about making space for peace and quiet within our hearts. Think of it as gently untying the knots that have formed inside us over time. We all carry burdens, some small, some big. This art teaches us how to lovingly put them down. It's like a soft, kind whisper to our soul, telling it, "Be free, dear one." Now, let's think for a moment about the things we often hold on to so tightly. Sometimes it's old hurts, words that were spoken, or actions that wounded us. Maybe we cling to regrets about choices we made or chances we missed. For some, it could be anger towards someone, a bitterness that stays. Or perhaps it's expectations of people or life that were not met, leaving disappointment. These things, they weigh us down immensely. They are like invisible chains that keep us tethered to unhappiness. They prevent us from moving forward freely. We must learn to see these chains. Only then can we make the conscious choice to release them. And yes, it is always a choice. Why do we call it an art, this art of letting go? Because like any art form, it requires practice. It needs our awareness and our gentle attention. It's not always an easy thing to do. I understand that completely. But believe me, it is so incredibly worth the effort. It's similar to learning a new skill, perhaps painting or singing. At first it might feel a bit awkward or difficult, but with consistent effort and a kind heart towards ourselves, it slowly becomes more natural. Letting go is truly an inner journey. It is a personal path to finding a sense of lightness. It's a way to rediscover ourselves under all those layers. We all have this artist within us, waiting to create peace. Imagine you are carrying a very heavy bag on your shoulder. Your muscles ache, your hands are tired, and every step feels like a struggle. The art of letting go is the simple, profound act of deciding to put that heavy bag down. Can you feel the immediate relief in that thought? That sudden lightness? That, my friends, is the magic of letting go. Or picture a beautiful bird kept in a small cage. Letting go is like gently opening the door of that cage. It's allowing that bird to spread its wings and fly free into the vast sky. That bird, in essence, is your spirit. It is your capacity for joy and your truest self. That, my friends, is the magic of letting go. Holding on to things that hurt us can be so incredibly heavy for our spirit. It creates a constant, nagging stress in our minds, like a background noise that never stops. It can fill our hearts with a lingering sadness, or sometimes a simmering anger or resentment. This persistent negativity acts like a dark cloud, overshadowing our present moments. We find it difficult to see the sunshine and beauty around us. We are too often preoccupied, looking back at the storm clouds from yesterday. This directly impacts our inner peace. It quietly, but surely steals away our everyday joy. And we all deserve to be happy, don't we? We truly do. Think of your heart and mind like a cup. If a cup is already full, can it receive anything more? No, it will just overflow. It's much the same with our emotional space. If we keep holding on to old pain, past disappointments, or grievances, there is simply no space left for new joy to enter. There is no room for fresh opportunities or positive experiences to take root. Letting go, this principle of detach, is what creates that essential space. It's like opening the windows of a stuffy room. It allows fresh air to come in, bringing new energy. It helps us welcome all the good things that are waiting for us, just around the corner. Our bodies and our minds are deeply connected. They are not separate at all. I am sure you know this from your own experiences. When we continuously hold on to emotional stress, tension, or negativity, our bodies inevitably feel the impact. This unresolved inner turmoil can show up in many physical ways. It might be frequent headaches or a constant feeling of tiredness that sleep doesn't cure. Sometimes it can even contribute to more serious health concerns. Therefore, learning to let go is an act of profound kindness towards our physical health too. It helps our body to relax. It allows our mind to become calm and clear. It is a very important form of self-care. Every one of us has a deep desire to grow, to evolve. We all want to become better, more whole versions of ourselves as we journey through life. However, holding on to the past, especially its negative aspects, can severely hinder this growth. It keeps us stuck in old patterns and prevents us from moving forward. Detach, The act of letting go empowers us to learn valuable lessons from our past mistakes and experiences. But crucially, it doesn't allow those past events to define who we are today or who we can become tomorrow. We can look back, understand, and then gently turn towards the future with new wisdom, with renewed strength. It's all about evolving. The very first and most immediate benefit you will feel when you truly let go is a profound sense of freedom. It's a beautiful, almost indescribable lightness that settles in your being. Imagine a heavy weight, one you've been carrying for so long, suddenly being lifted from your chest. That is precisely what letting go does for your soul. The constant hum of stress begins to reduce significantly. Feelings of anxiety start to become smaller, less overwhelming. You begin to find a quiet sense of peace blossoming within you. This inner peace is truly precious. It allows you to breathe more deeply and fully, to smile genuinely from your heart. It's a truly wonderful and liberating feeling. Our relationships with others can also become much better, much healthier. When we make the conscious choice to let go of old grudges or resentments, we open up the pathways to connect more deeply and authentically with people. When we release the burden of unrealistic expectations we might have placed on others, we start to accept them more fully, just as they are. This acceptance fosters harmony and understanding. It helps in building stronger trust and more resilient bonds. Love in all its forms flows more easily and freely between hearts that are not weighed down by past hurts. Forgiveness, both giving and receiving, plays a very big part in this beautiful transformation. Letting go also marvelously helps us to understand ourselves on a much deeper level. We become more keenly aware of our own emotional patterns and reactions. We start to see more clearly, why do we tend to hold on to certain kinds of things? What are our specific emotional triggers? This heightened self-awareness is an incredible gift to receive. It also gently teaches us the vital practice of self-compassion. It encourages us to be kind and understanding towards ourselves, especially when we stumble, to forgive our own mistakes and imperfections. This is so fundamentally important for building inner strength and resilience. We learn to nurture ourselves with the same tenderness we would offer a dear friend. When our mind is not constantly cluttered with the debris of the past, we find that we become more creative. New ideas can flow more easily. We begin to see fresh possibilities where before we only saw obstacles. Importantly, we are able to appreciate the present moment much more fully. We start living with greater intention, right here, right now. This is where true, sustainable happiness truly lies. Not in dwelling on yesterday, which is gone, nor in anxiously anticipating tomorrow, which is yet to come, but in fully inhabiting this beautiful, unfolding now. Letting go helps us to wholeheartedly embrace the gift of today. It gently unlocks our hidden potential and allows our true selves to shine. The very first and most crucial step in practicing the art of letting go is to acknowledge our feelings honestly. We must not try to push them away or pretend they don't exist. If you feel sad or angry or hurt, allow yourself to accept that feeling. Simply say to yourself, "Yes, I feel this, and it is okay." This honest acknowledgement is the true starting point. It's perfectly all right not to be okay sometimes. We are all human. Suppressing emotions only tends to make them stronger and more persistent in the long run. Gently naming them, however, can take away some of their overwhelming power. Be completely honest with yourself. This act in itself is a form of courage. There are many simple yet effective ways to actively practice the art of letting go. Mindfulness is a wonderful tool. This can be as simple as becoming aware of your breath, the sensation of it entering and leaving your body, or just noticing your thoughts without judgment, like clouds passing in the sky. Journaling is also incredibly beneficial for many. Try writing down your feelings, your worries, your hopes. Let them all flow out onto the paper without censoring yourself. Sometimes talking to a friend you trust deeply can help immensely, or perhaps a supportive family member. Sharing our burdens truly does lighten the load. Experiment and find what resonates most with you. These are all tools for your heart's well-being. Another powerful technique is to consciously try to shift your perspective on the situation or memory. Ask yourself, can you find a lesson, however small, in what happened? Even the most difficult or painful experiences often carry hidden teachings for us if we are open to seeing them. And then, practice forgiveness. This is key. Forgive others, not necessarily for their sake, but primarily for your own. Forgive to free yourself from the chains of resentment. And just as importantly, remember to forgive yourself too. We are all human, navigating life as best we can. We all make mistakes. This act of forgiving is a profound act of release. It brings an incredible amount of peace. Remember always that the art of letting go is a journey, not a one-time event or a final destination. So take small, manageable steps. Be incredibly patient and kind with yourself throughout this process. Some days will undoubtedly feel easier than others, and that's perfectly normal and okay. There might be times you feel you've taken a step back. Just gently guide yourself forward again. The truly important thing is to keep trying, to keep practicing this art with a compassionate heart. Letting go is ultimately a choice you make, again and again, for your own happiness and well-being. It is the art of consciously choosing peace over pain. It is the beautiful path to a lighter, brighter, and more joyful life. Embrace it.